Hi, my name is Brittany Matson Darty, and today I will be discussing the effectiveness of animated video instruction versus video instruction with a real individual in middle school classrooms. Choosing the best method of instruction can be challenging when working with middle school students in a one-to-one environment. Every teacher wants to create an environment where students learn best. Instruction in the video format can be helpful in many ways for students and teachers. Videos can be watched outside of class, leaving more time for hands-on and interactive activities during school hours, or struggling students can use videos as reinforcement. Animated video instruction can be enticing, especially when concepts that are hard to visualize need to be explained. On the other hand, students seem to enjoy learning from someone they know. The purpose of this study is to discover whether 8th grade students prefer to learn via animated instructional videos or instructional videos of their actual teacher. This study would also investigate which type of video increases student learning outcomes. In this study, I will address two questions. What are K-12 students' attitudes regarding delivery style of instructional videos? And what is the difference in student learning outcomes for instruction presented in using a video format between instructors who are real individuals and animated videos? I was unable to find a whole lot of research on the effectiveness of animated video instruction versus video instruction with a real individual. However, I was able to find some research about animated, non-animated, and video instruction. An animated pedagogical agent, also known as an APA, is a computerized tutor to assist learners as they walk through a process. Clippy from early versions of Microsoft Word is an example of an animated pedagogical agent. From my findings, there were mixed results about whether students preferred an animated pedagogical agent. Some studies showed that an APA was preferred by learners and decreased anxiety, while others showed there was no significant difference in preference for an APA. One study showed that using video for instructional purposes had a higher learner satisfaction when compared to using text. However, students from this study still preferred a live demonstration when compared to a video. When researching student learning outcomes with animated, non-animated, and video instruction, again, the results were mixed. Some studies showed no significant difference in learning gains when using an APA. In fact, animated pedagogical agents were shown to even be a distraction for student understanding. In contrast, one study showed that students using APAs outperformed students who did not use them by answering more difficult questions correctly. Even though the results were mixed about learning gains when using animated pedagogical agents, research done on video instruction suggested a positive result for student learning outcomes when learners were exposed to a video format. One study even suggests that there is little difference between video and attending a lecture in person. When deciding to use video format instruction, there are a few things to consider. Studies have shown that students will avoid using online videos if they are not easily accessible. Therefore, ensure that you are using the proper file size, portability, and distribution procedures to make your video easily available. Choosing the appropriate time to use animated or non-animated tools in instruction can have an impact on the effectiveness of the tool according to recent studies. If the tool is not necessary for instruction, it can be irrelevant and become distracting to the learner. This research study design will be quantitative with data collected from a group of 8th grade students. Students will watch animated video instruction as well as videos with real individuals. Student preference and learning outcomes will be quantitatively analyzed. There will be 100 8th grade students participating in this study. It will be conducted in a small middle high school in the southeastern United States. A questionnaire, pre-test, and post-test will be used to collect data. Students will be given a pre-test to assess prior knowledge and placed in two different groups. Then, students will watch either an animated video or a video with a real individual. Afterwards, students will be given a post-test. Once the post-test is finished, students will watch either the animated or real individual video depending on which video they watched first. Students will then be given a questionnaire to assess preference for the video formats. Questionnaires and multiple choice assessments will be administered via Google Forms. This will allow for the export of data to a Google Sheets document to be used for quantitative analysis.